Shocking details uncovered in the forgotten scandal between perfect couple Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart.
The Twilight series had just ended.
Everyone thinks of them now as an Oscar nominee and as Batman, but people are forgetting the scandal that made them the media's punching bag.
A famous actress gets caught cheating with her Snow White and The Huntsman director Rupert Sanders.
News of the scandal is hitting legions of twihards.
The media made it out to be a big deal.
Pattinson was reportedly horrified by her very public apology.
I love him. I'm so sorry.
He's completely cut her off and he doesn't want to deal with her now.
But we found out what actually happened between Kristen and the director. What if I told you that that apology worked and they got back together after?
No.
Why not clear that up? Why not say that?
She's 22 with a boyfriend. Rupert, the director, was 41 with a wife and children. Yeah. It's not even like they split the blame. It was all put on her.
She's a cheating whore. I will personally kill her.
There's no way a relationship could survive the types of scrutiny that you guys had.
I lit my universe on fire and I watched it burn.
This is the real-life story behind the tabloids.
Falling in love with Rob on the set, I think, is the biggest mistake an actor can make.
There was nothing I could do.
There was immediate chemistry between the two of you.
Yeah.
Not anyone could play Bella. I remember just even thinking about who they were going to cast.
Bella Swan was the role every teenage girl wanted. People loved the Twilight books. It was going to be the biggest movie of the year. Their connection with each other was very clear from the very beginning. Even the director saw it.
Rob and Kristen auditioned on my bed, the kissing scene. Rob was so into it, he fell off the bed. I'm like, dude, calm down. And at the end, Kristen was like, it has to be Rob,
Rob was 22 and she was 17 at the time when that happened.
That sounds illegal.
Who auditions in a director's house?
No, it's almost supremely f***ed up.
But as weird as that was, she and Rob really connected, and people didn't realize how in love they really were.
I had people genuinely asking me if that relationship was real or fake.
Was there a point you would have gotten married, do you think?
I wanted to, yeah.
They never officially said that they were even dating.
Oh.
Paparazzi followed them everywhere. We did some digging and we found how angry and frustrated she was with the paparazzi. But no one knew because she didn't know how to speak up for herself. She confided in her friend actor Dax Shepard, who worked with her just before Twilight, so he watched her go through all of this.
This is a very big experience for someone who's not trying to live out loud.
You're so subject to these men and what they're taking from you, and that is your life. That's not a picture.
But it seems like it would put her in these uncomfortable situations.
You are willing to make yourself so uncomfortable for other people's benefit.
The media constantly wanted to know about their relationship.
You're actually, you're dating her, is that? Am I right about that?
I've been cryptically avoiding this question. Just people, they get so addicted to kind of just wanting to cause hurt and pain on someone, and it's one of the most difficult things to know how to confront, really, because you're just I don't know how to. I mean, it's a faceless enemy. It might seem fake to them, but it's definitely it's real.
On the outside, it looked like Kristen's career was going great. She was getting picked to star in big blockbusters like Snow White and the Huntsman. She was reaching crazy levels of fame. But on the inside, she was really struggling, and it almost seems like she didn't really know how to handle it when...
The snapshots apparently show 22-year-old Kristen Stewart stepping out on her on- and off-screen beau, Robert Pattinson, with her Snow White and the Huntsman director, Rupert Sanders.
They were kissing like teenagers.
His wife, Liberty Ross, she actually played Kristen's mom in Snow White and the Huntsman.
No.
She's 22 with a boyfriend. He's 41 with a wife and children.
Yeah, family. Yeah.
And it's not even like they split the blame. It was all put on her.
That's crazy.
She never really said exactly what made her do it, and it doesn't excuse what she did. In Rob's position, I can only imagine what he must have been feeling. He's such a private person, and it was plastered everywhere, and everyone was talking about it.
You were stupid enough to get photographed doing it! I thought it wasn't real.
Donald Trump tweeted about it when it went down.
Really?
Yeah.
I can even hear him saying this.
Everyone rallied around Rob. Rob still never spoke about it publicly at the time, but he later told Esquire, quote, "The hardest part was talking about it afterwards, because when you talk about other people, it affects them in ways you can't predict." And so with that, it's he's trying to protect Kristen because he saw how the media made her this unredeemable villain. The media basically labeled Kristen as this homewrecker when this happened. And another blow must have come when she found out that she wasn't able to return for the Snow White and the Huntsman sequel.
They didn't put me in that movie because I went through a highly publicized scandal. I'm scared of touching that.
Universal denies this, so it's hard to know for sure if what she's saying is the real reason why. About this time, Kristen told Mary Claire, quote, "I lit my universe on fire and I watched it burn. Speaking very candidly, it was a really traumatic period in my early 20s that kick-started something in me that was a bit more feral. But my question is why?"
To me, she gives off adventurous vibes. So I'm not necessarily surprised.
I was looking into it and we really couldn't find anything exactly to pinpoint why she would do something like this, but just knowing her queerness now, I feel maybe it had something to do with that. Kristen made a public apology, which was huge, considering how private she is and the fact that her and Rob never actually ever confirmed that they were dating. Her apology said, "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those close to me and everyone this has affected. This momentary indiscretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect the most, Rob. I love him, I'm so sorry."
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. Do you think she should have said more?
Oh, I don't know, I was expecting more.
How would you feel if I told you that apology worked and they got back together after?
There's no way a relationship could survive the types of scrutiny that you guys had. Really,
We were also just so young.
Very soon after, I think it's only 3 or 4 months, they ended up breaking up again. So it's clearly something wasn't working. Kristen kind of kept her head down for a couple of years, was doing kind of indie work, keeping a low profile. But then when she was spotted by paparazzi with someone she wasn't ready to share the world with, it kind of blew up again, but this time it was even worse because she was out with her girlfriend and the media immediately started speculating, wanting to know if she was gay, pushing her to define herself for everyone.
What do you think of the attention that you've been getting on the statements you've made on who you choose to love?
What do I think about what people think about that?
Yeah, and the attention that it's got.
I'm glad that it's gotten attention. It matters. It's important. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
People are constantly probably telling you what to do and what not to do to not affect your career. People say don't be photographed with a girlfriend.
People would be like, if you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to define yourself, then you need to stop setting yourself up for that by going out and whatever. Now that question it's a ridiculous and ignorant question.
It went on for years. People were demanding to know and asking this question of if she's gay or not. And we don't exactly know what caused her to change, but something clearly did, because all of a sudden she was this strong, confident Kristen that was speaking up for herself.
There is no reason why anyone needs to provide an easy narrative for other people to digest. It's there's no why would I simplify something very complex just in order for you to feel more comfy? It's I don't want to diminish this cool thing, which is discovering yourself and your sexuality.
And despite what people think, Rob and Kristen were able to remain friends. They support each other's work even after all they've been through.
Rob is Batman. What do you think?
Oh man, I feel he's the only guy that could play that part. I am so happy for him. It's crazy.
And it seems like Rob has moved past the whole incident as well. He told Esquire UK, quote, "Shit happens, you know. It's just young people. It's normal. And honestly, who gives a shit?" Now she's engaged to her girlfriend Dylan, and she's nominated for her first Oscar. It's the first time she kind of really is using her voice and standing up for herself. So it's really cool to see how far she's come.
Yeah, she's a strong person. She's very authentic. She's always remained true to herself.
Whenever you find yourself very honestly in your body and recognizable and kind of undeniable, it always feels like you're kind of getting back to who you are. And then you realize maybe I didn't go anywhere. Maybe I've been here all along.